He's here.
Hello.
Perfect timing. Welcome back to the Once You're In podcast. Reese has literally just landed as I pressed play. Me and Josh were just going to reminisce about Marbella, so we're still going to do that. It says Reese Pearson has Riverside opening other tabs, so make sure you closed it off, mate. Hi guys, welcome back. Catch up episode and discussing shows from the weekend and shows upcoming, the FIBO this weekend. So first of all, Josh, how good was Marbella, mate?
Mate, it was the most fun that I've had for a very long time.
It was.
And that's not even an exaggeration. That is God's honest truth. It was class.
Sick. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, there was a vibe about it that was just like, we've got to go back. It was so nice. Like, every time I have that coffee club cup, I'm like, oh, just the vibe. Like, I don't know why. It's just, yeah, mate. Honestly, that does something to me.
See it every morning. It's the only cup that I've drank out of since coming home.
Yeah, mate. Megan loves hers. Like, she's constantly putting it on a story. So yeah, we need to go. Reece, you need to visit it. It is very, very good.
We can all go together. It'd be great.
Reece, you go with Tanaya. Yeah, it's the three boys that went. We just got to keep it the same. No, you should go, mate. Though, like, obviously it'd be cool if we all went, but like, you and Tanaya should go. You would like it.
It's great.
Stopped recording. Something went wrong with it not being recorded.
Reece, what's going on, mate?
Just make sure you've not got it on another tab. Anyway, Josh, how was your weekend?
Mate, I had a great weekend. Didn't do anything crazy, but it was like busy. Had some good training sessions, played football, went for a nice Sunday roast, cooking on gas.
Yeah.
Reece is now gone. How was your weekend, mate?
It was good. What did I do? Megan's dad came to visit the gym, which was cool. So he's not seen the gym before, so he came on Saturday with his mate. He drove down, so that was nice. So they trained, and then we met them at a pub afterwards, and we just had a drink. They'd already eaten. Me and Megan went on a nice walk. We had some house viewings in the morning, just to sort of get a bit of a feeler for some houses, which was cool. One of them was like fucking so nice, but it is expensive, so it's something we need to have a proper think about financially. What's a good decision? But that was cool. What did I do on Sunday? Oh, I fucking went to Wembley yesterday.
You did?
Went to watch Kyle play. That tells you how good that was. I completely forgot I even did it. It was shit.
Yeah. They lost 3-1, and is it right that Kyle played centre-back?
So,
what?
He's a striker, and yeah, he's a striker, but the centre-back got injured at about 60 minutes. Kyle went to centre-back, and we were all just laughing, because that's literally what we did at school. Like, Kyle played centre-back, and we'd just be like, if we were losing, we'd be like, oh, Kyle, just go and score, mate. And we'd give him the ball, and he'd just go and score. And it's like, oh, sick, cheers, mate. But, like, doing that at Wembley, it was funny. But, like, he's good at centre-back. I honestly think he might even be at a higher level if he played at centre-back. If he'd have played at centre-back all his life, I think he could be potentially at a higher level. Not, like, loads higher, but maybe championship. But then you could see that he's a striker because he's not used to being there. So, like, there was one time where like he just jumped into it. He was like the last man. He just jumped like into a tackle. And obviously you don't see centre-backs really do that. They'll jockey and like work backwards with him. But he played really well. Kyle played well for what he could. It just wasn't the best of games. I mean, it was cool that there was a few goals. And Wembley's obviously cool, but I was saying to Reece earlier in the gym, like, when you go as a kid, because I went when I was probably like 13, and I went to watch Scunthorpe against Millwall in the League One playoff final. If you've got time, guys, go and watch this on YouTube. It was like
unbelievable goal, weren't it?
Yeah, like Graham Alexander, I think it was, scored a ridiculous goal. Grant McCann scored like two. I think he scored one, a free kick, and like another. There was basically like loads of great goals. We won 3-2. And it was like the best day of my life as a kid. It was so fun. I remember like taking my shirt off and like jumping down the fucking seats. It was class. But then you go in as an adult and you're like, I'm here for the Virtue Paint trophy, and it's like, I just want to see my mate do well. I don't really give a fuck about the result. Like Kyle messaged me, he was like, sorry we couldn't get the result. Mate, do you think I give a fuck? I don't care about the result. I just care that you're doing well. Like, I'm proud of him and it's cool to see him. I don't care about the result. You know what I mean? It's like, it's irrelevant. It's a team sport. He can't completely dictate the result.
Not from centre-back, you can't.
No, it was still good. It was still worth going, and I'm glad I went to watch him because it was really cool seeing him come out in Wembley and it was like 50,000 there. Like it's pretty cool for him to be doing that. So yeah, shout out Kyle. How was your weekend, Reese?
I'm actually going to interject before that. I feel like I want to speak about the positions. So, centre back to striker is actually quite, or striker to centre back is quite common. Virgil van Dijk actually played striker in his youth team. Do you not know, Josh? He came up playing striker, which is crazy to think. Now, I have a question for you boys. He went for over 60 million. Who do you reckon played in goal till they were like 16 and then he became a winger? And when I tell you, you guys will go, fucking hell. It makes so much sense.
Yeah. Oh.
No. Good shout. I'll be honest.
Great shout.
He doesn't play for the team that bought him, and this signing was like 5, 6, 7 years ago. But top Premier League club.
Who does he play for now?
I honestly have no idea. I'll narrow it down. He played for a London-based club. Winger?
Son.
No. Nicolas Pepe.
Yeah.
And doesn't that make complete sense when you remember how he played? Just like so like gangly and just like would bounce around. Like he couldn't really like run, but he could. Like I remember when he was signed and when I saw him, I was like, this guy doesn't look like a footballer. But they bought him for like 75 million or something. So yeah, that's that. Anyway, yeah, my weekend was sound. Didn't really get up to a whole amount. Me and Sinai went on a little date evening on Friday. We went to a mini golf place that literally just had me and Sinai on the mini golf place. There was no one else there, but it was quite small. It was in Leicester. It was above a go-karting place, but so it was like 12 quid for like unlimited goes round. So we just went round it once, which was all right. And then away from that, I trained with. I was in the gym for like 5 hours on Saturday. Have you boys ever had, and to be fair, if you're listening, James, don't take this in the wrong way. Have you boys ever had a session with a client and it's like, it's a good session, but it was more so like, obviously, just meet, like, it was the first time we trained, so it was probably a bit more of a chat. I was straight, his girlfriend joined in, and you leave and you're like, oh, that was a good session, but they message you afterwards, bro, I'm destroyed, best session of my life. And I was like, mate, it was pretty all right, it wasn't amazing. So, like, I said to her, I was like, don't want to be a dick, bro. I feel fine.
No disrespect to the guy or anything,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I thought that I thought you were like basically like PTing through the session.
Yeah,
When I saw like you came in towards the end of my session,
yeah.
and I did think that like it seemed as though you were like PTing.
Yeah, no. James, to be fair, James is a young guy in regards to like he looks great. He won the Josh. He's the guy, you know. I don't know if you know. He won the first timers junior bodybuilding show like a few weeks back. PCA. The one with he had a really good posing routine. Yeah, he literally started with me the following day from that. So it's like I trained with him, and like to be fair, I didn't really PT him. It was more so like, you know, when you first train something with somebody and it's upper, you end up just being like, try this, try that. But yeah, no, you trained really well. But it wasn't like for me. It was I'm still like building myself up to 100%. So it wasn't like a yeah, man, let's just fucking full send. But it was the first session probably like after being in my having my little hiatus in Leicester Royal Infirmary that I was like, oh, I actually feel pretty good. So yeah, that's been positive. But yeah.
It's like training's going all right, mate.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. It was just like obviously I've said on the podcast a few times, like when you come back into it and you've like done no steps, your body's out of sync, you're on antibiotics and stuff like that. Your sleep was awful. I just felt like sort of structurally just so like off. Like your CNS just adapts so quickly, especially like when you're obviously like decently strong. But no, today's training session was really good. I definitely actually feel like good now, which is pretty cool. And yeah, just span my upper body until my leg is healed. I got told today that it's probably a good 2 to 3 weeks away, which should be okay. So yeah, not too bad.
Mate, with all the BPC, surely that means like 1 week away.
Yeah, surely. No, there is still an open wound. I think, like, it's stuff like that. Like, I think BPC, it will definitely help the healing process. But when you have, like, a crater in your leg, and then that is starting to slowly, like, it's still going to take time to form. Do you know what I mean? Like, in regards to, like, reduction. But, yeah, I am spamming a good amount of peptides. So, yeah, as any fucking enhanced bodybuilder should. Get an injection issue, inject more. Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So yeah,
sounds amazing.
Did
I got I got asked a question on the DMs about concentration peptides. Have you used any of them?
I've heard about them. Like they're getting quite popular in regards to like I wouldn't say it's concentration, but there's like brain chemistry peptides. So like for example, have you had like methylene blue and stuff like that? Like there's like methylene blue, Semax, stuff like that. That there's some that are like relatively good for like, you know, like ADHD individuals when it comes to like channeling certain pathways. But I also think as well, like, I don't know what it is. What's the issue with just a bit getting good sleep and just having some caffeine? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But then also, I feel like we're all naturally wired towards actually just working and just cracking on with it. You know,
It blows my mind. I got asked a
Yeah.
question on it. I was like, mate, I've never heard of it. It's
No.
like, oh yeah, apparently it's all peptides
Like
to
anything,
help
it's
people
like-
lock in.
They're
It's like, what
"Oh,
happened
mate,
to just fucking concentrating?
I need modafinil, I need caffeine, I need this, I need that. You don't.
Josh, have you ever
so-
had a modafinil?
like, in your head.
Do you know? Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I have. A friend of mine sometimes takes it. I actually don't know if it's banned or not, so I can't disclose
It's not.
this person's name.
No, I don't think it is.
Oh, is it not?
I don't think it is.
Modafinil.
Yeah.
No, and that's what's annoying is because it's not banned. So many natties are like, oh, modafinil, I need to take modafinil. No, you don't. Just because it's not banned doesn't mean you should take it. It's like your Himbi. Oh, it's not banned, so surely I should take it. No, you shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need it.
I know a lot of
So-
coaches. I remember seeing Joe. I think it was Joe Jeffrey put up a post, and it was like, if you're popping modafinils constantly and like cranking like 4 to 5 white monsters a day just to get your work done, surely you'd be better not doing as much work, but actually giving a bit more quality in regards to then speaking like at every client at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
I
Because
was going to say, I bet you don't like your job.
yeah, no, exactly. Yeah. I find it like strange. To be fair, I will be honest. I actually bought some modafinil at the back end of prep in 23, just because I was like, this was like when I was absolutely battered, and I was like, I'll see if it works. I took it for like genuinely. I took 1 tab, and my appetite was so like meh, and I felt like just really off if I wasn't like trying to be like productive. But I also think as well, it's probably going to be placebo. And I remember I gave the whole like, you get like a little tab, like you get like a sleeve, you know, like you imagine if you buy any like let's say you buy some Nurofen or whatever, paracetamol, and I just gave the sleeve to Beth, so Sanaya's mate who she lived with, and she used it because I was like, I don't like that feeling. It's strange. Again, I can understand maybe if like, let's say for example, you're in your 30s, you've got a family, your kids are waking you up constantly, you know, and like let's say you're just trying to be as productive as possible on a limited time availability, or you work a shit job and you're like, okay, I've got X amount of time to get back to my clients. But like, if your job is to literally online coach, how the fuck can you not set your life up to be a bit more productive within your own head? And I also dread to think, like, how are you going to be when you can't take these things? You know, like it's the same as like the peptides in regards to like fat loss, like, you know, all the GLPs and stuff. Like, you're just going to rebound awfully. And we've all probably been addicted to energy drinks at one point. I feel like every gym bro has been addicted to energy drinks at one point. I remember when I didn't have one, I'd feel awful. Like, it was like if I didn't have 3 white monsters a day, I would feel genuinely shocking. So it's like, surely we're going to be the exact same if you don't have your modafinil or whatever. It's just strange.
Maybe that's how I'll feel about my naps, because I've got into a really good habit of having a nap every day,
Okay.
and I feel like that helps with my productivity. I feel like if I didn't have a nap, I'd be in big trouble.
I was saying, wasn't I, like, my off-season goal is, instead of doing as many steps, have a nap. So, like, post-workout at the minute, I go on a walk,
Yeah.
like I'm doing steps after I've trained to get my step goal. I'm going to start napping because I think I'll grow, like, so much more.
Yeah.
It's something I've never done before.
I had a nap, I think, every single rest day so far this off season, bar maybe 1 or 2. And then I'd say like not many training days, but like, Josh, would you say it's productive for you because you like will work to get that nap in, or do you think you feel better after the nap? Like, because I think like, well, let's say on a rest day, I'm like, okay, if I know I can't nap because my mind is just constantly on the go because I take too many peptides clearly, and all these modafinils, this one modafinil from 4 years ago or 3 years ago, it's in my system still. But like, I know that if I have loads of work to do, I can't switch off. But if I work really, really, really hard, my brain will switch off and I can have a nap. So I, in turn, work harder because on a rest day, it's very easy to go, I'm not training. So I don't mind if I'm doing check-ins at 3 p.m. when usually I'll be training, you know?
It's like anything, like if you set yourself that time to be like, right, I need to be done for this time because I've got this to do, you're more efficient.
Josh, so yeah, how do you feel?
I have 20 minutes after my third meal,
Okay.
and then I don't feel that like sluggishness when
Do
I
you
start
set
working
an
again.
alarm?
I'm pretty good at napping, mate. I can nap for 25 minutes and just wake up.
Okay. Fair.
Sometimes, well, most of the time I'll do, you know, with the like compression trousers on. If you put that on for 30 minutes, then by the time that's done,
Like
you end up waking up.
done, so it like wakes
Yeah.
you up.
Fair enough. That's not bad. The only thing I would think of is, and this is like, because I don't put an alarm on, but like with a 20-minute nap, I think there is a chance that 20-minute nap could turn into an hour nap quite easily, you know, and then you're maybe not as productive.
Yeah. Well, you just got to practice. There's a thing called a nappuccino where I think we spoke about it in Marbella, where you basically take a shot of espresso and then fall asleep, and then when the caffeine kicks in, you'll naturally wake up and be like more productive.
That was a Jack Thorburn classic, I'm pretty sure, back in the day. I remember Thorburn speaking about that on a story years ago.
It's I once did a reel on it. God, one of my first ever reels that I did on Instagram.
Yeah.
But it's in a book called Why We Sleep or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Napping
Napping protocols.
I've not read it, but I want to read it.
Yeah, it's decent.
Yeah. So Josh,
Right.
what? No, before I'm more sorry, Finn, I'm interested. Josh, what time's your third meal?
Training days 3:30. So I'd nap between 4 and 4:30.
Okay.
Post-workout.
Yeah.
First? No, makes sense. Finn, we need to bring back content we don't like. You remember the cut that we did? Oh, okay.
I've got
Josh is ready. Let's get it. Let's go.
Okay.
Content that we like, weekly drum. This is the new the part. Content that we don't like that we've seen on Instagram and social media. Yeah, Josh, let's take it. Go.
Okay, right, guys. My nomination for worst piece of content of the week was I worked out that if you wake up at 4 a.m. instead of 7 a.m., you gain an extra 45 days a
We
year.
already spoke about it on the last one, mate. Didn't we?
Oh.
We spoke about Stephen Chalk.
Good old Chalky.
Stephen
Gimp.
Stephen IQ. You know, Josh, did you see my close friend's story? On like the next day, I opened up the gym and I slept pretty awfully. So my readiness was like 36, my sleep was like 29 on my Oura ring. And I was like, usually I'd be tired at the turd today, but because I realised I've saved like so many days, I've like now gained like an extra year pretty much. I was like, I feel great. I feel super productive. Like it's like an infinite life glitch. Like you want to live forever, just don't sleep. You'll feel like you've literally, by the time you die, you'll be like, thank fuck for that. I've got so many extra days out of my life. Crazy.
You know what I will say, right?
Yeah.
So I'm in complete agreement, but like, let's say he's got this, people have got it a bit twisted. So for example, I'll have some clients who will be like, oh mate, I'm really struggling to hit my steps and my cardio. And I'll look at their sleep and it says they're sleeping 10 hours. I'm like, mate, just sleep 8 to 9 hours and you'll be able to get it done. That's still enough. But like, let's say if they're like, oh, I'm sleeping 7 to 8 hours, I wouldn't be like, right mate, let's sleep less. Like, obviously not. But if you're getting 8 to 9 hours sleep a night, or again, 9 to 10, I'll say, don't moan about struggling to hit your steps. You're sleeping 10 hours, mate. You can sleep 8.5 and you'll still feel great. Yeah. Like, so from that, I get it. But like, I don't think that's what he was.
I also think as well, like, if we are being honest, how many, and this is again, like, just because he said it like he was like, it was almost like he was trying to like show cavemen fire. It was like people would go, he was expecting people to go,
oh my God,
what? Really? I didn't even think about it. And then he just comes across like a fucking massive, like just a massive weapon. But the thing is, if you were to say to most people, like, let's be honest, all of us, if you were to put, like, let's say, right, for the rest of the year, we go to bed at 2 a.m. and we wake up at 9, so we sleep 7 hours, or we do the same, but we go to bed at 9, and let's say we wake up at 4, you know, or, yeah, that'd be the same. Like, if you were to do that, those two, all of us would be a lot more productive doing the 9 to 4, because let's be honest, what are you doing that's productive at 1 a.m.? You're probably not doing steps, you're not going to be working.
Masturbating.
You're going to masturbating. Yeah, masturbating, potentially. Depends on what you classify like that as productivity.
Masturbating?
All right, Finn, you have to bring the fucking podcast.
Yeah, all right, Finn.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, I've got a girlfriend. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can't remember the last time I didn't masturbate. How's about that?
Literally, I'm masturbating more than I'm not masturbating.
Cheers, Finn. But regardless.
Should have seen me and Eddie in that shower in Marbella.
They were just chopping it. They were literally just taking turns. Go, and then they'd want to go again. I was just sat there like fucking listening. That's all I could hear.
Right, swiftly moving on. Finn, any content you disliked this week?
Anything that you put out. No, anything that we put out. Apparently, everything we put out. Today there was a reel about a black penis. I didn't know that was going out today.
Yeah.
But I go on my Instagram.
Who does these reels?
We have a guy. I do get him to send it into the chat, and I just go, "Yeah, sound mate." And then, but the thing is, I then log on to Instagram, and it's just random there one day, and I'll go, "Oh yeah, I did say that was all right."
Yeah. I think you mentioned penis, but the black kind, like about genuinely 6 times in a 60-second reel. It wasn't.
Mate, I got a photo of it. I got a message from a guy with his massive black penis out, and I was It was a shock, right? Like, I didn't know what to do with it.
You know Connor, the guy I trained with today. Pat. He said he was gonna.
Yeah, he commented
No,
on it.
Pat was gonna message you and be like, "Hey mate, so sorry to start off on the wrong foot."
Sorry about that.
Yeah, so I start off on the wrong foot. I am actually interested in coaching.
Yeah, it was funny. I saw his comment.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else I've really seen that I don't agree with.
Yeah.
Stephen Chalk thing.
Yeah,
I think we all know.
the Stephen thing. I feel like there's not many times where, as a collective, everyone just goes, "Fucking hell," you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, like. But I feel like every single person was just like, "Oh, like," you know, like sometimes you just need like a bit of a PR team to go, "Mate, why are you posting that?" Yeah, you know.
But he tried to make content off the back of it as well.
Has he? I don't follow.
Like justifying it. Oh yeah, he did a reel of him dumbbell pressing 60 kilos. Like, what does that fucking prove, mate?
Yeah. Well, at least he's
Congrats.
moved on.
You could probably do 80s if you slept at a decent time.
At least he's moved on. Wasn't he like doing? Because again, I don't follow him, but I see some of his reels pop up. Wasn't he just pinning his leg randomly? He'd start a reel, he'd just inject his leg for some reason. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it's just. Yeah.
It's like me with my arm content. He found a niche and. Have you seen my latest video? It's got like fucking 5,000 plus likes just from me doing a bicep curl. Like, it's fucking stupid.
It is an impressive bicep curl. I can't wait to put that video on of me oiling you up. That's going to pop off.
What's it?
Show it. I'll show it now.
What's this?
I can't play the sound because I do need to take some of the sound out.
I don't know what you say on it.
Say now, someone would be a big fan of this and they would enjoy.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
That's what we go up to in Marbella, guys.
Oh yeah.
Get ready. Gets better.
Looking like CR7.
Oh yeah. So we've got CR7 and then we've got R9 coming up.
Josh, I like
Best holiday
I
ever.
liked your story today about the fat and a mobile R9. Do you want to know another football fact? Before we actually get into what Finn's planned for the podcast, Ronaldo, when he was playing at Corinthians, he weighed 115 kilos and he scored 20 plus goals in the league. And they lied because they had to declare his weight, and they lied. They said 100, but he was 115, but because they didn't want to say how heavy he was. But he was playing football. So Josh, imagine obviously you're heavy. You're what, like 90? No, 85, aren't you? Imagine being 115 and scoring goals against like actual professional players, like joke of a player. Like, and some of the goals he was scoring, like, he couldn't run, but he would just be like, "Oh, give me the ball," and I could just like walk past people. Mental.
I need to watch some videos of him at Corinthians. I need to learn because I'm still trying to make runs into the channels and it's just not happening.
Funnily enough, Finn, when you had your meetup, again, my fucking weird memory, I remember in the kitchen, I was telling Finn maybe during my prep, I got addicted onto these. There was a YouTube channel called like Football Iconic, Raymar Football, and Daily Dose of Football, and they did like old player reviews, well, not player reviews, but like, you know, like player backgrounds, and they'd show clips. And I was in the kitchen making my final meal, and I was watching. It was Ronaldo Corinthians by one of these guys, and it was like a 20-minute video, and it showed his goals. I remember showing it this, and it was when Finn had his meetup, and Sam comes in, and he just goes, "What are you watching?" And I was like, "Just watch like 10 seconds of this." And Sam's not into football. He was like, "Who the fuck's that? Why is he so fat? And why is he scoring these goals?" And it was like he was like, "How is he doing that?" I'm like, and I tried to explain. I was like, he was like the best player probably, like before he got injured. So he had everything. Just he had no physique. Like it's crazy. So yeah, mate, there's a video that's like it gives the whole background of his Corinthians time, and it was absolutely wild.
To the chat we have.
Yeah. I'll find it. Yeah, it's really good. Really good.
Right, guys. Jack Eagles back on stage this weekend. Reece, you're going to be there, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Going to FIBO?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you're going.
I'm not. No, guys. I'm not going. I'm going as the fucking +1. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, Josh, when we went to Italy, they had it as Reece and then Reece's mum. You know, the ticket, like for the like expo pass. I am Sanaya's boyfriend, or fiance. I am not Reece. They don't want me. They just want Sanaya. But then they were like, "Oh yeah, we'll do a meet and greet. We'll put you on there." And I'm like, "You're not even bringing me." Like I don't even need to be there. I'm literally going as Sanaya's boyfriend, guys. Like, fuck that. Please use
So this update, I'm not sure. Was this when like he was? I think he put on his story. He was like 8 pounds heavier. I saw on his story he was like 8 pounds heavier than the actual show day, and he was like, "This is what we need to kind of bring." But obviously, when they're trying to dip down before the weight cap, have you spoke to him at all, Josh?
Yeah, I spoke to him yesterday. I don't know how much. I don't know how much is common knowledge. So it's tricky. But yeah, he's happy with the improvements that he's made. He's competing this weekend, and yeah, maybe get Jack on after.
Yeah.
Josh, that was a bit coy. Is this his last show?
I don't know, mate.
I know it wasn't supposed to be. This was supposed to be his first planned show, but I also don't see why he'd continue if, like.
Yeah, he put here in his like caption. He put plenty more eating and growing is certainly necessary. However, first we can still improve the look this season, come in much fuller, present a better physique with more pop.
Yeah, with the way that FIBO's set up, it does lend itself to a better look than what the last show was. So, like where was it? Holland. He had to weigh in the Saturday night, and then he basically had 24 hours to fill up. Whereas at FIBO, he's got more like 48 hours to fill up.
Okay.
So it will be a better look.
I also think, like, obviously, again, only from what I saw on his YouTube, and I know this is literally what Jack said as well, he was expecting more food once he'd hit the weight cap. So again, I'm not saying like this is what they should have done or anything like that. Like, it's not my place to say anything like that. But I know Jack was like, "Oh, I was expecting a bit more food." So I think obviously they'll learn from that first peak, and I do think he can come in like. Generally, he'll just if they fill him up more, he'll look leaner anyway. It's not as if he's not in condition. He's fucking peeled. He'll just look sharper for it.
I think from like what I can pick up, Jack has done a lot the last few weeks. He's probably done too much, you know. At the Arnold's, he did fucking 5 hours stood on a booth.
Yeah, and then he's just been to Pittsburgh, hasn't he?
Yeah, flying there and back to America in a very short period of time and having quite an intense time whilst you were out there. It doesn't lend itself to presenting your best look.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I also saw
he needs to learn from it.
I also saw as well, like I don't know if I saw on a story. He was on a fucking spin bike doing cardio or something. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It was like he took a photo of him doing a bike, which I don't know the fucking methods to the madness. But to be like intentionally be like, all right, let's push body weight up and then let's do cardio, like, it doesn't really seem to make a lot of sense, you know, in regards to, let's say, again, the standard sort of, okay, you're under the cap, cool, let's not eat loads, let's actually just slowly trickle in more food and let's keep things ticking over instead of like, let's get super, super full, spill over a touch, and then we'll come down and then try and like do cardio and pull it back down. And obviously, I know Jack's not super, super heavy, so steps aren't going to be like a massive output for him. But also, he's jacked enough and he's got enough muscle to surely just do steps at this point and not be doing cardio.
Yeah, I definitely won't be expecting him to be.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw it correctly, but I just thought to myself, I think I saw a star. I was like, what's that about? But again, like, that's not me questioning things. It's more so a case of, like, I think everyone can kind of tell, like, especially with how Jack looks, like, again, his placings could be better, but irrelevant of like that, like, Josh, I don't know if you saw the podcast that we did when you weren't here, when you were, I think, with your dad or something, but like the fact he's only got a few pounds to the weight cap is slightly concerning long term, regardless of eating, training, and growing, you know?
He might not, though.
Yeah, based on stretching out.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. Like,
he's literally.
Josh.
He's so close to the next one.
That's cool. He needs more than £8, and he needs £20 to be at the top level.
But that's what he'd get.
Yeah.
That's what he'd get.
No. It's not, mate. It's not £20 for an extra high class. It would be
from the weight that he was at to the top of the next cap. It's 18.
Yeah, so he has.
What is it?
That's a lot of mass.
Bump up for 1 extra inch height wise, really?
No. From where he was at for the weigh-ins in Holland to the top of the next cap, and it's honestly the difference in height. It's not even half a centimetre.
Going down the Mike Sommerfeld route of playing with that.
Yeah. That's the tricky bit.
He's put here, early flight to Cologne tomorrow morning. This was 6 hours ago. Body isn't playing ball after all the travel, but we'll get it there. So, best of luck to Jack. We obviously do wish him all the best. So, PCA Saxon Classic. Reese, what are your thoughts on the overall winner?
Sick. Josh looked class, man. I messaged him. Looked great. Really, really good. Yeah, like, looked fantastic. Really, really good. Good show, standard. I will be honest, I am surprised considering how big the medium bodybuilder winner was that he didn't win, because I was like, he looks fucking ridiculous. But
I think the junior part plays a
yeah,
role though.
yeah, junior part, shape. I'd say Josh, like glutes wise, like the big dude was just a big dude. You got Dan Lawrence here, lovely
Yeah,
dude.
that's good. Thanks, mate.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
hell.
no, he's a really nice guy. I remember speaking to him in the gym
I feel
a few
like,
years
I
back.
don't know how old he is, but Dan must only be 26, 27 as well. He's not
I think he's
older.
younger, man. I feel like he was in.
Zach's
I feel like he was in juniors in 24.
I thought that. I
Yeah.
thought he was a junior, but maybe went into novice in
Yeah.
this. I don't know if he's still.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Josh looked great.
Really good.
Shout out to Josh for bringing a very good look. What are you on about this guy? Or is this Masters? Oh no, medium. Jesus
That's
Christ.
what I mean.
Fucking hell.
He was next to. So I saw someone, like, I think it was one of the judges. They put up a story of like the overall lineup, and like I was surprised, but then also PCA do love a young guy who's in really good shape, good shape to him. And it's a bit more like, if you imagine on a poster, what's going to be more appealing? A big, bold bodybuilder who's got like the amount of veins and just like so intense, or a guy with really, really nice shape, good fullness, not stupidly jacked, and just fits the class criteria well. And also for a junior, is very, very good. You
Yeah, I
know,
think the junior aspect plays a big role.
Yeah.
But what, he's a junior, like, it's
Yeah.
impressive, him being a junior. Very good, good overall winner.
yeah. You got Westy.
Yeah.
I think he's won an overall before.
He's won first,
I'll never
yeah.
forget being I don't even know what show it was. It was in Birmingham Town Hall, so I imagine it was probably the PCA Midland show. And his coach, coached by SMB or whatever, kept being like, you know, the whole like I think he was doing it as a joke, but he was like, "Your shot," and then when they called him out at third, he's like, judges can't see, judges are blind. That's your shot, mate. Don't worry."
Got a shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's a PCA pro. I don't know if he bodybuilds still directly, but he looks fucking great, and he's a great coach by the looks of things. I remember just sitting like a row behind him, thinking that's quite funny, because it was the classic, like before every single shot, your shot, and he was like, "It's not his shot, mate." Like
Go on.
yeah.
Go on that Westies thing. I think I think it was PCA Midlands 2024.
Yeah, 3, 4, I can't remember.
Yeah, because he competed against. Well, if it's who I'm thinking it is, he competed against.
He didn't win an overall in that.
Charlie Brisbane.
He didn't win an overall in that one. He finished third, because I remember he was like, "Judges don't like." He was like just spurted out. His coach was just. I was just laughing because he was like, "Dad, don't think of anything of it, mate." And I was like shouting it like you could hear it, you know. But
Yeah,
He's good. Very good.
yeah, decent.
Really nice shape.
Did you see the men's physique? Was it short? Prince,
Did Prince win again?
shock.
mate. Why is Prince competing again?
Yeah,
All the time. Didn't he compete back in the last year?
Yeah, he did
FBW.
the entire year.
yeah,
He just stays shredded, doesn't he?
It's crazy.
yeah. It is wild, isn't it? Like, he's got like a really strange build, considering that, like, you know, like most. And this is like, please, this is no racism intended. Most dudes that like dark, you obviously people say, oh, you know, they struggle to get condition. He's like got like white guy thin skin, but with like the black guy bubbly abs. It's like, but he always looks really good, you know, like really, really good. So yeah, this was the this was the junior runner up. He's only 20. I saw a few people.
He's
Yeah, he's
20.
20. His frame is a joke. I saw his coach like put up a post saying like he thought he should have won and stuff like that. It was a bit of a like, he put one of those up, you know, it's like first and second in comparison to him and Josh. But like, I think frame wise, he does Josh. But I also think as well,
Oof.
yeah, like there is more to bodybuilding than just a frame, and Josh's frame is more complete for bodybuilding.
He is great
Yeah.
though. Like, fair play, he's very good.
Jeez.
Yeah, he's got like a crazy X frame in that front lat spread.
If he
But
was,
when he puts on more mass, he'll be
This
fucking ridiculous.
maybe shows, like, especially through the quads. Josh has obviously got very good quads. Like from the back there, I mean, that's hard to really tell.
Yeah.
Maybe conditioning just through the glutes and the hamstrings, maybe a bit sharper for Josh, but obviously he might just be on the pose a bit
yeah,
more.
go on his story, see if he's got the post. It might be his coach who put it up. I can't actually remember. It was yesterday, so I don't know. Nah, these are today. Yeah, don't worry. But yeah. Either way, like regardless of him losing to Josh or whatnot, in like a year or two, if he downloads the quad DLC that Josh has, like he'll be destroying like most juniors, and he's got 3 years in juniors. So yeah, like that'll be like a junior British champ in like I'd say 2 years. I'd say like 2 to 3. So yeah, fair play, very good.
Yeah, but like it was a very good show. We got this weekend the first natural show of
Ben,
the
you're
season.
you're forgetting two bros, mate. There was actually a pro qualifier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it up. You know what I fucking can't stand? Two bros put in your like, but they're putting you are.
Yeah.
It's like Reese, you get it wrong all the time.
Right.
They're putting you are.
You are new IFBB Pro.
Yeah.
Or you are overall lineup. No, it's not you are, mate. It's your overall lineup. So yeah, that fucking winds me up.
I'm with you on that.
Why is it not? What's this? That's not their page.
Just search two bros, mate.
Two bros.
God, that's so annoying now when people just search two bros rather than clicking on two bros _ events. God.
Who have we got to talk about in this?
We got the bodybuilding.
Daniel Dunya.
Bodybuilding pro card winner was Jay Mead. The
Big J.
Yeah, Big J.
And then shout out Daniel.
Yeah. We'll work like first classes first. So the bodybuilding class, they had Valentin, who jumped in from Germany, who looked very, very good. Obviously, Jay, I think, was the favourite running into the show. I think, surprisingly, the dude on the right was the heavyweight winner. I think he looked great. He follows me. I spoke to him, actually, before. He was asking me about what gyms are in Leeds at best. But he looked great, but I was surprised he won the heavyweights because the guy like Pazzi Fitness or whatever looks ridiculous. Like there was a comparison between them. Is this it? Big boys on stage. Yeah, the guy in the red trunks, and obviously Valentin was third in the blue trunks on the far left. And like the dude that won, big dude, but yeah, not like I don't know. The Pazzi dude was fucking inside out condition. I was quite surprised. Yeah, Jay looks like he pretty much swept that class very easily. Actually, no, there was another dude that they actually called out for a 2-man comparison, but I think it was him and Jay quite easily in that class. And then obviously we got Dan Talabi. Do you boys follow Dan? Like, do you see like the hype and the build up to the show? What are your thoughts on Mr. Dan?
I didn't see any like hype or anything, but I know of him. Like, obviously he's been around for a while now, and he's a young lad, and he's fucking very, very, very strong. I just think in his time, he's still a young lad, isn't he? Like, you can see that here. Like, he just looks young compared to someone like Jay or even the super heavy.
Yeah.
So what did he just win? Did he win juniors? Or
No. Juniors doesn't get into the overall for two bros. He won. He won like light something. He's like 80 kilos. Yeah, he's in like 82 kilos or something. Like he's not heavy. I don't think at all.
He must be medium. He must be middle. Must have been middles.
Yeah, he doesn't weigh a lot. He's quite light. So obviously, and I think there was only a few in his class, and whatever. But like, I think with Dan, like Dan looks awesome on Instagram, but then like he has to absolutely kill himself. This is the leanest he's ever been. I don't think he's actually ever been fully conditioned. This is definitely the most conditioned he's been. But like, he does just look small and young. Like, but then you see like reels of him on Instagram, and you're like, Jesus Christ, what the hell? Because he's so bubbly and his insertions are wild. But like, even like you can kind of see just in these shots, like the maturity, the density, and the ability to get peeled. Like he's that strong.
How old is he?
25, 26, I think.
Yeah. He looks young.
Yeah, he does. He looks.
Can I just ask who you on about? Which guy? The guy on the left?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
He does look young.
Yeah. So yeah, Jay won, and then the classic guy had those crazy glutes, didn't he?
Yeah.
This guy, Miguel, he was really, really good. I saw AJ's story of him, and his glutes were crazy. So yeah, he was in, obviously Derek, shout out to Derek, who got into the overall as well, which is cool. But yeah, it looked like the classic dudes were really good, to be fair. It looked like a very good standard.
Yeah. I think the one cool thing about classic at the NPC level is every guy's peeled, like in the top 3 to 5, where like, for example, in the super heavy class, like genuinely, like the 3rd and 4th, like Valentin could have been a lot sharper. he looks great, but he could be sharper, like considerably. In the fourth place guy, and like even in the heavyweights, like there's nothing more annoying, and I think it's the reason why to PCA mark the way they do is there's nothing more annoying than when you see someone with a lot of muscle, especially when you're on gear, and it's like, how are you soft on the rear? Like, how are you not in shape? Like, that's the cool thing about Classic is the guys that are doing best have like maxed out their weight cap and they're like absolutely sliced to get under it. So yeah, like you see way more peeled glutes on a Classic stage than you do an open bodybuilding stage. That's for definite.
Yeah, we were saying as well, like with Jack, for example, at Jack's show, the standard's a joke. Like nobody's out of shape in a pro show.
No.
I mean, like
yeah.
And then Daniel won the pro
Josh,
card in physique.
You don't like his midsection.
I don't.
You've beaten him before, haven't you, Josh?
You are?
You've beaten him before.
I have, mate. I've beat him twice. He's beat me once.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like his midsection. I don't think he's very good at holding his abs. When his abs are on, they look great, but it's like he does the classic like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't like it.
Yeah.
For me, I had the guy wearing the beautiful red and black Gymshark shorts.
Yeah.
I'd had him winning.
Question, Josh. Did Dan always have the slight like turtle shell stomach, even when he was younger? Or has it been more so exacerbated?
It's come more. The last 3 years, it's got more noticeable. But then again, at the same time, so's his overall mass.
Yeah.
Did you watch the live stream of this?
No.
I think Daniel was in the overall. I think Daniel was in his back shot for about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Throughout the entire thing. It was like very much like elbows banging, not in position, very much like a lot of transition holding.
Not there, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got nothing against that. I think Daniel's a really nice guy, by the way. I don't like his midsection.
Daniel as a bodybuilder looks ridiculous. Like, as a gym bro, I actually remember there's not many times that Sanaya will be like, fucking hell, who's that? Sanaya came to Progress Works once and she was like, Jesus Christ, his delts are insane. Like,
yeah, he's like crazy.
Yeah, like he is super impressive in person. I do definitely think though, like in men's physique, you have two shots. You have a front shot and a back shot. His back shot isn't amazing for men's physique, and I do agree about the midsection when he's not on it. Which unfortunately, obviously now, if he's pushing up body weight again, if his stomach gets any worse, it's weird because his midsection is a joke when he's on it.
His midsection like, is it just like it's too developed?
No. It would be it's your TVA. It's your transverse abdominis. So it's like the classic sort of like bubble gut that people get when they've pushed food, pushed PDs. Probably, let's say.
But I also think he can stay on it. Like there, look. Like
no, Finn. Watch the video. Watch the video. But even when he's getting,
I know. I'm on about the screenshot. Like you can't see it now because it's got the lights on it.
Click on the Daniel wins. Click on the Daniel wins and just like you.
Yeah, even just relaxed. When you compare to that guy, Okay.
Like that's not a V taper to me. That's a.
Yeah, like there.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but then the thing is when he's
I don't like
when he's on his midsection, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
But the thing is I do think as well, like it's not like it's overdeveloped like from a distension standpoint. I think he just needs to actually learn how to train his TVA, like learn to control his TVA. Not eat a lot of food. Like he's the sort of guy that and to be fair, he's been peaked fucking amazingly. But I'd be saying like, don't be eating on show day. Like you don't need food. He's that round and bubbly. Drink and eat nothing pretty much, and I guarantee you probably maybe be a bit better because again, like that's something you do see, and unfortunately, as guys get bigger, it usually tends to get worse. So if it is getting worse, and I already think like his back isn't amazing for pro level top end, for top end pro physique, I think it could be a limitation, but. As a gym bro and like as a reel creator, like if he was just to spam reels now for the rest of his career, fucking hell, he'll do crazy well because he looks insane, like insane. I just don't think, like Josh, you'll probably agree. I just don't think long term. There's a few slight issues, and the annoying thing with men's physique at the pro level, it's literally 2 poses. That's it. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, but regardless, fucking class physique. Right.
Let's wrap
it up. Everything.
Let's wrap it up.
No.
Go on, Josh.
One last thing. Right, we've spoke a lot about football already. I'm going to ask you both now.
Yeah.
One more opportunity. Who is winning the league?
Josh. All I'm going to say, Josh, you know, at the end of the season, you're going to say, you called me a madman. You doubted me. Who's laughing now? Yeah, man.
I would love it I'd love it if we beat them. I'd love it if Arsenal won this weekend and still bottled it.
That would be hilarious.
That would be amazing.
Do you know what the equivalent of that would be? That would be like Liverpool City 2013 when we had the Coutinho like 81st minute like bottom corner, and it was like, we don't let this fucking slip. And then the next game you slipped to.
Yeah.
Was that 14 years ago?
13, 14.
Nah.
So 13.
Was that like on this day in history though?
No, maybe, I don't think so. There was only 4 games left, I'm pretty sure. It was like we had there may be 3.
But
It was like that was like game week 35, and then we had like Chelsea, Palace, and then
Palace.
whoever we had at the final game. It didn't matter.
Newcastle.
Was it? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I think I clocked out emotionally. I'm going to PSG tomorrow, Josh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so tempted. Tickets are like 150 quid now.
Yeah, they're cheap. Yeah, I was like, to be fair, it's,
you reckon the comeback's on?
no, I just want to watch PSG players. I watched them last year in person.
I feel like Liverpool just haven't got they've not got that same aura about them at the minute.
It's not even aura, it's
No.
energy, mate. We can't run and we're not motivated. So I feel like we'll play all right. I just can't see us overturning 2 goals. Like, not at all. Last season, when we came to Anfield, we were winning 1-0, and I know we lost on the night and we went out, but we were probably the better team over the whole, like...
You were very good last year.
Yeah.
I remember watching that in the cupboard.
Yeah.
That was when I was living in the cupboard.
Yeah.
I watched
No,
that.
we outplayed them. Like, we probably could... On another day, we win that game and we go through. But, like, that game was fantastic. This game... It's hilarious because, like, again...
PSG are class. PSG
My
are class.
controversial opinion, Josh.
So
I want to
bad.
hear your. I want to see if you agree. I honestly think PSG on a one-off game are the best team probably since like genuinely like 2011-12 Bayern, or like I'd say they're better than any of the City teams. I'd say they're better than any of the Liverpool teams. I'd say the City and Liverpool, you know, like the Centurions and the 21-22 City Liverpool, the 18-19 Liverpool, they're close. But I honestly think PSG, you'd have to go back to like Pep's Bayern or like Barca, not Barca, that's Pep's Bayern, Pep's Barca or Bayern, you know, before Pep went there. Those, like, I'd say they're better than every other team. They're better than the Treble City team. They're better than Real Madrid in the 16, 17, 18 era.
They're bold statements, then, mate. I think they're good. I don't think that they're quite as good as like, you know, Ronaldo and Bale at their best.
I think as a team, mate.
That
I think, like, as a team, like, think about, like, let's say again, what is PSG's weakness? Like, that Madrid team, you could probably go, oh, Ramos could get a red card, and they've got Carvajal at right back. You know, Marcelo's not the best defender. You know, like, PSG, like, Nuno Mendes and Hakimi are, like, the best fullbacks on the planet, and they play everywhere. You've got a midfield that, like, mate, Zaire Emery didn't even play last season against us.
I was looking at their team in that game, and I was like, "Fucking hell!" There is
No.
weakness.
That's what I mean. Like, their front 3 can play anywhere, like, at all. You know, like, and I know you might go, "Oh, Cristiano Ronaldo." Like, I don't honestly think the drop off, like Kvaratskhelia and Desiree Doué or Bradley Bacola, in comparison to that version of Benzema. People remember Benzema as like Ballon d'Or Benzema. Benzema wasn't that guy. You know, it was almost like he was just the connector. You know. It's like, let's say, for example, if Bobby Firmino went ham and got a Ballon d'Or, people would remember him as like this GOAT. Benzema wasn't amazing, and like it was very much like Suarez, Messi, Neymar. That was the best front 3. You know, it was like it was basically Ronaldo just being facilitated by the others. You know. So, and I also never think, like, when you actually watch those games, I never thought Madrid played that well. Just Ronaldo bailed them out. Ramos would score a header. You know, like, they had just big moments in them. But I think PSG, like, I've yet to see them even struggle, really, in a game. Like, I think Aston Villa for 10 minutes, maybe. But, like, they dispatched Arsenal. They dispatched Liverpool. They won the final, what was it, 6-1, 5-1? When does that happen?
Yeah, against the fucking oldest average age of a Champions League
Still
final.
got to the final, though.
They got beat in the Club World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. They got smoked by Chelsea.
Yeah, true. I don't know. I just think, like,
Chelsea are the best team in the world.
Yeah.
Right, who's going through?
PSG, 100%.
PSG.
The whole 4. PSG. You saying Barca or Atletico? Barca 2-0 down.
Atletico.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Atletico. I think they'll be able to
That
hold
will
on to
be...
that.
Because they're at home as well.
That will be like the most cancerous game of football ever. You know, Simeone versus Arteta. Like, you know, yeah, that'd be awful.
What, you think Arsenal are going through?
Yeah, of course. They won the. No, mate, they're not going to lose at home to Sporting Lisbon. I'm sorry.
Imagine.
I hope they don't, but it wouldn't surprise me. Like, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. Like, I like Arsenal. I've said this before, but it would not surprise me.
Is the
and
second leg this week for them? Like, is it all the yeah?
Yeah, it's the second leg.
So they've got that, and then they've got the
Bayern
City.
or-
They've got the City Arsenal. Oh, that's horrible, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Bayern or Madrid. Bayern 2-1 up and back
Yeah,
home.
Bayern.
Yeah. So Bayern, PSG, Arsenal, and Atletico. Let's say. Cool. Right, let's wrap it up there.
Cool. We're not doing
Please.
softest things of the week.
Nah, I want to go now. It's been 15
Yeah, man.
minutes.
Finn, how?
Go then,
Yeah.
Finn. Me and Reese will
Yeah,
do
you
it.
just leave. We'll take over.
We can't. We'll get cancelled.
Okay, sorry, Finn, being boring. Right.
We'll do it on Thursday. We can't do it every. We've got 2 podcasts a week. The Thursday one, we do the whatever we're calling it.
Fruitiest thing of the week.
Yeah.
Thing of the week. All right.
Okay, fair enough.
I also have one of them prepared. Right, next one.
We'll do it on Thursday.
Okay, right. Sorry for that, guys. Josh, you're just gonna have to vaguely speak about it on stories and just put it out there.
No, we'll all remember, but it's only Monday, so we've got to wait. We should have a Thursday. We do that. Monday.
Yeah,
we
but
do
Josh
the
has like
content
4
thing.
naps now, and he's having his nap. Josh, did you have a nap just before this, by the way? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
that's that, guys. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye bye.